Friday, March 14th of 2025. It is day 4 of rotation A, and it's also Pi Day. That's right, 3.14. Okay, for all of you mathematicians, you can talk about the symbolism of how pi is simply the ratio of the circumference of any circle to the diameter of the circle. Pretty magical number, I'd say, and we love to celebrate it. All right, so let's see here. Just a reminder that we will have quite a few substitutes in our building as our teachers are having a planning day throughout the day. So please make sure you are welcoming them and showing just what awesome students we have here at Whitman Post. All right, today in the cafeteria, with it being Friday, it is in fact pizza day. So we've got chips, cucumber slices, and grapes served with that. And our sack lunch option is the cocoa butter sandwich. All right, as you guys know, we wiped clean the former playlist for our cafeteria, started a new one. I think after we weeded out those songs that weren't quite appropriate for school, we are up to, I believe it was 11 songs that we have to mix in there. So thanks for all your song requests that included the song title and the artist. We appreciate it. All right, and I just want to give a shout out to everybody for their quick cooperation with our all-school photo. Pretty awesome, I'd say. There you all are. You see yourself in there? There you are. There you are. Okay, cool. Thank you, Mrs. Fish, and for all the teachers, staff for organizing quickly and making that happen. A lot of fun. All right, we've got some Friday funnies to kick off our day. This first one is coming to us from Mrs. Sipes' class. Matthew wrote, "Why did the mummy call the doctor?" Why did the mummy call the doctor? Because he was coughing. All right, thank you. And this next one is coming to us from Mrs. Tula's class, and this is so appropriate for today. Avery R. wrote, "What do you call a snake that is exactly 3.14 meters long?" What do you call a snake that's 3.14 meters long? Well, a python. All right, thank you. And finally, we've got this here from Cole. He said, "Do you want to hear a joke about paper?" Do I want to hear a joke about paper? No, never mind. It's terrible. All right, thank you for all of your Friday funnies. All right, as we continue on with Women's History Month, I could not believe this, so I had to share this little bit of trivia with you. Wow, did you know that women could not even get their own credit card until 1974? Guys, that was not that long ago. My brother was born that year. That's right. And it's just crazy to me. Yes, Congress passed the Equal Credit Opportunity Act October 28th of 1974, so just 50 years, which then allowed women to get credit cards in their own names. It's amazing that not all humans had equal rights even just 50 years ago. So making some incredible strides in our world. So just wanted to share that with you in honor of Women's History Month. All right, giving a shout out to a bunch of tough cookies. That's right, it's time to draw some names. I've got 2 for 1 here. I don't want to throw any back in. Looks like from, Mrs. Sipes' class, Finley Selberg. There's a little note on there from Mrs. Sipes that said, "So focused." 2 exclamation points and a smiley face. So Finley, and then Levi from Mrs. Ball's class. Let's see, we have one more. Kenzie Kramer from, it looks like, Miss Brooks' class. So come on down to you 3 third graders. Grab your 6-pack of Oreos for being a tough cookie and giving it your best. Time for 4th grade. We've got Bennett from Mrs. Rowland's class. Up next, we've got Quinley from Mrs. Kriegler's class. And last but certainly not least, we have Ainsley Danby from, it looks like, Jacoby. So come on down for your cookies. And let's see here, what do we have next? From 5th grade, Jackson Hillary from Mrs. Meyer's class. Aiden Petit from Mrs. Jennings' class. And last but not least, Royal Rucker from Miss Matthews' class. So come on down, use 9 tough cookies to claim your 6 packs of Oreos. Pretty awesome. Remember, we've got one more ELA test on Monday morning. We'll knock it out of the park and move on. All right, scooter picks for today from 3rd grade. Mrs. Ball's class, we have Emery. From 4th grade, from Mrs. Jacoby's class, we have Lionel. And from 5th grade, from Mrs. Matthews' class, we have Vivian. Come on down to grab your scooters and have a scooterific day. All right, we're celebrating some birthdays today and throughout the weekend, starting off with Maddie Craig from Mr. Tula's class. Get on the train, Maddie. Woo, woo. We also have Delilah celebrating her birthday today from Miss Gruenberg class. Get on the train, Delilah. Woo, woo. And celebrating celebrating her birthday, it's actually tomorrow. I think that's a misprint. We have Mrs. Garbett. Get on the train, Mrs. Garbett. But celebrating her birthday on Sunday, we have Mrs. Sipe. Get on the train, Mrs. Sipe. Wowzers! And Mrs. Salverson is celebrating her birthday this Sunday. Get on the train, Mrs. Salverson. We hope you all have a birthday that's as awesome as you. All right, at this time, would you all please rise and join me in our Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And a little shout out for our character trait of the third quarter as a reminder to all. It is integrity. Remember, integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. So let's shine with that awesome character today, Whitman Post, and always. And please join me in our Whitman Post student pledge. I am the one and only person who has the power to decide who I am and what I do. I accept the consequences for my decisions. I am in charge of my learning and behavior. I respect the rights of others, and I am a credit to myself, my family, my school, and my community. I believe, I achieve, I succeed. All right, Warriors, I hope you all have a fantastic Friday. Remember that you are incredibly important, you belong here, and you are loved. Keep shining, Warriors. Have a great day.